Yes, my hair is a mess, but what can I do about that? Nothing. Today I am going to talk on time. Time is a man made construct, but in this particular dimension, it's just kind of like used as, I want to say, a framework of measurement to manage and I want to say dictate the actions and experiences that we have in life. Man, that was complicated. Yeah, seriously, that's how they keep you what is that called? Like a slave, it's people who are always like going by the time. Oh my god. It's like that white rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. He's always like stressed and tensed and it's like I'm late for a very important date. Are you really late or do you arrive on time? Anyways, something to think about. Yeah, my time's so important, you know, and I like to dictate how I distribute it, and I made a video on time wasters. It's really important not to waste your time because it's your time and it's your energy and it's your attention, it's your currency. So, my whole thing is easy way to determine whether or not something is worthwhile or not worthwhile. sit sit with it and ask yourself, is this a hell yes or hell no? No in between. Is this a hell yes? Does this make me excited? Do I feel clear? Do I feel like very, I want to say, confident moving in this direction? And if you don't, then that's probably a hell no. Because if you were sure about something, you wouldn't be doubting it. There wouldn't be any confusion, and you wouldn't be saying, I don't know. You would be saying, heck yes. Easy. It takes a lot of the mental complications, analysis, paralysis out of the equation so that you have more time and more energy and more attention to direct it towards things that are really worthwhile. And what is worthwhile? Well, for me personally, and everybody, it's different. It's something that will enhance my life. It'll either like bring me more peace or more joy or more wisdom, more clarity, you know. If it's confusing, if it's chaotic, if it's like questionable, if it's I don't know, that's a freaking no. Just that's a freaking no. It should be very clear. It should be very like yes, period. So, I mean, that should kind of like, if you apply that equation to most situations, whether it be a job, a work situation, a living situation, a friend, a family member, a relationship, any type of relationship, this person is like causing like chaos and calamity and making you question and confused and oh, this is weird. That's a hell no. That's like, I don't think this is working, and I'm probably not going to give you any more of my time. You know, it's like I'm probably going to limit my time and cut you off because you're confusing. Think about it. If you have somebody, say this is you, and you're like, I'm sure, and you want to perhaps start a relationship with someone who's not sure, how does that work? Do you see how disaligned that is? And you can't really convince this person, and giving them more love and more care and more attention isn't necessarily going to make them change their mind. They're going to have to want to make that change, not for you, but for themselves. You see how that just misses. But then we constantly keep trying to force these kind of connections into place. You see how unaligned that is? You see how much effort that takes? You see how much time that wastes to try to convince and help and save this person to get to your level? No. And that's why I say you can't save people, you can't really help them, and you can't do the work for them. You can't convince them, you can't force them. It's either you're aligned or you're not aligned. And that just saves so much time if you think of things that way. You save yourself I don't know, like unnecessarily investing emotional, mental, physically into anything when it's like this, you know? It's like for me, it's like it should be lined up, you know, but I think for most of our life, we've been trying to get this to work. That doesn't work. It's like beating a dead horse with a stick. You see that? It's beating the dead horse with a stick. It should be like this. And I've noticed that when people have the same level of consciousness awareness and they're at that same level, it's like even if there's like situations that arise that, you know, may cause some kind of conflict, they have the ability to comprehend and work through the issue. You know, whereas this, it's like kind of like trying to beat a dead horse with a stick. That's tiresome. That's boring. You know, it's boring. It's like I don't want to do that. You know, and then like for me, it's like either align with people that are on your level, or even like people who are higher. But you see how like when you align with people that are on your level of consciousness and awareness, there's actually something tangible that you can build with this person, you know. And if you were to think of a bank account, it's like your balance is always even. Or you could also connect with people that are higher than you because you have the capacity to self-reflect and realize where you went wrong and realize where adjustments need to be made in order to be a net positive. You know, I feel like anybody beyond this is like they don't have the self-awareness or the ability to like take accountability and look at themselves and see where they're going wrong and make necessary adjustments. And so they'll just be like a net negative. They'll be pulling you down, and no, that's a time waster. I don't know, I feel like visuals help me to like learn things more, you know, instead of just like textbook reading. Yeah, anyways, I don't know if you learned anything from this, but if you did, cool. If you didn't, cool. And remember, it's like if something is kind of like, I'm not sure, I don't know, then it's a no. Period. You know, it's not going to work out. I mean, you can try, but it's probably going to just fall apart, you know? So at this point, it's just like, just say yes to things that feel like a yes to you. You know, like it's no question, no like doubt. It's just like yes. Everything else is like no. Anyways, have a beautiful day. Thank you for stopping by and blessings to one and all. Amen.